Hey everybody, welcome to Kimball's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie is Giants Being Lonely. Wow, it's only an hour and 18 minutes long. I didn't realize that as I look up. It's on Amazon Prime. You got to pay $4.99. When I looked it up here, it said $3.99. So I got to pay an extra $1 here. But it's about two high school seniors who are on a pretty good high school baseball team, and it's their coming of age story. I don't know any more than that. I don't know how it ended up on my list, but I've been interested in seeing it because I like movies about sports. I like baseball. I don't know anybody in it. I have no idea why it came on here, but and why I'm watching it, but and why I'm paying for it. 5.3 on IMDb, but only 427 people have rated it so far. So I don't know any of the actors in it, but there's something inside of me that says I have to watch this film. So I'm paying the money, $4.99. Watch it in HD. I don't think I can get an SD. I don't know. But I'll let you know what it's really about. And then also let you know if it's worth, paying for. So stick around. I'll be back. Hey everybody. We're at the credits of Giants Being Lonely. No check-in tonight, hour and 18-minute film. But wow, what an interesting film. So let me say this: it's like I don't know what you call them. I call them B-rated films. Where it doesn't have the polish that maybe some of these Hollywood films have. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not downplaying that. You could just tell camera angles, cinematography. It's a little different, and that's okay. And I tell you, very interesting. Like, again, I didn't know any of the actors in it, still don't. There's not a lot of dialogue in this movie, and that works. It really does. Like, at first, it hit me. I was like, man, there's not a lot of talking. There's not a lot of nothing going on, And it works in this film. I mean, they're able to pull in everything I think that they wanted to with very little dialogue. So I think that was very interesting to me. Now, some people might not like that, so you have to be aware. And it is, I don't want to say heavy or involved, but there's a lot to this film that I didn't expect. Like it says about, two kids playing high school baseball and, going through life. Coming of age kind of tale. Well, it's a little bit more than that, let me tell you. We got our main character, Bobby. And so far, I think in this segment of the video, I've said more than he did in the entire movie. But he's very quiet, but he's like the best pitcher on the team. Everybody seems to like him, And then we also have Adam, I believe, who is, I couldn't tell if they were friends or not, but they're on the baseball team together. And his dad's the coach, and his dad's kind of an abusive coach. Bobby's dad's, I believe, an alcoholic. So they have home troubles, as you can imagine. They're also going through high school, so they got, they got the sports going on, who's good, who's not, that kind of thing. Then they got the girls, you know what I mean? It's prom season. There is the best-looking girl in school that they call her, dubbed by them, who plays kind of a pivotal role in all of this, and very interesting role. So, I mean, everybody wants her, I think, but it's who she chooses, I guess. It's I don't want to say complex, but there's a lot there to break down, and I don't want to spoil any of it for you because it's really, I thought, well done in the movie to see it all go and then to see the ending, which is like, oh, I mean, in the last couple of moments you kind of figure it out in some way, but it's not that predictable. I had to go in a different way. But it made me, to be honest with you, it was coming down towards the end, in an hour and 18 minutes, I wanted more. And that might be different for a lot of you. I mean, again, it's a different film than you're used to seeing, I think. Greer Patterson was the director. I've never heard of that person before either. I don't want to say boy or girl. I guess a guy. Whatever. Doesn't matter. But I really wanted more about all of our characters. Not that they're okay developed, It was done in a way that it's like, you know how normally I say, oh, this is an underdeveloped film, underdeveloped character? Sure. But that was the point, I think, of a lot of this. But I was left like, I want to see more of this. Like I wanted the 2-hour version of this movie. Maybe not the 2-hour, but you know, I want to know more about Bobby. I want to know about his father and his family a little bit more than what they gave you. I want to know more about her name was Caroline, the best looking girl in school. I think they're neighbors, right? I mean, I'll throw out one more piece of information. Bobby is our main character, and he wears a white t-shirt for 95% of the film. Sometimes dirty, sometimes not. Rarely sleeps at home. You know what I mean? He sleeps somewhere else. Now, he's not the one with an abusive father. Like, in that case, you would get it. But his father's the alcoholic, but, again, not abusive. So there's that whole piece to it that's left to your imagination. And I think that, again, is the point. Like, take with that and do with it what you will. And figure it out on your own. You know what I mean? Which is fine by me. I normally like I'm going to repeat myself, very developed films and characters and stuff like that. But in this case, for some reason, it just worked. It really did. It was definitely worth the $4.99 for me. Now, again, I caution because I don't think it's for everybody. The lack of dialogue, the cinematography, or the way it was shot, you know what I mean, might appear to some people as an underdone film. I don't have a better word at the top of my head for, you know, underproduced or whatever film. Whereas, maybe it was, and maybe I'm overthinking all of this, but I don't. I think it was done on purpose and really makes the film, you know? So, if you like coming-of-age tales, there's a little bit of sports, but there's a lot of family, high school kind of drama with very little dialogue in it. So, and it makes you want more. Hour and 18 minutes. You have to go see it if any of those things interest you. So, there you go. My hat off to Greer Patterson. I only know that because I could see it because I bought it on Amazon and the name's right there. So, you know what I mean? It's not like I was like, oh, let's go get this one. So there you go. Like right now, after I hang up, I was going to say, I'm going to look through customers also watched and see what else I can find. So, all right. There you go. That's all I got for you. Hopefully this was helpful. If you checked it out, I would encourage you, go ahead, check it out. I'm like on a 7 for this one. I know, right? But you have to go see it. Or you have to check it out. If you don't want to pay $4.99, you want to wait, okay, no problem. But I'd love to hear what your thoughts were. This is one, like, put your comments in there. Maybe I'm off my rocker. But that's it. That's all I got for you. Hopefully this was helpful. Love to hear your thoughts. If you haven't already, of course, subscribe to my channel because look how awesome this is. More important, oh, tell all your friends, and more importantly, just keep coming back and hanging out with me because I like having you watch movies with me. All right. See you in a bit. I don't know why I said that. Kimmel's Irish Pub.